Prozac series.
From the late 80s, which is the time where we first met in New York. It was kind of a wild time.
Yeah.
Well, there was first ecstasy, and then there was a whole kind of wild scene going on, but it was also that tough time with AIDS and crack and all kinds of things happening. And, this is kind of an interesting show at that time.
Also, yeah, where there were a lot of homeless, and you saw that. You know, that was the time when they actually made different public places into shelters, and the Staten Island terminal was used as one of the homeless shelters.
A lot of these shots, yeah, are from that Staten Island time.
Was from the Staten Island. I was living in Staten Island and working in Manhattan, and I would ride the ferry and watch people.
And one of my favorites is this piece right here next to us, which is actually one that sort of started my interest in your work way back when, and that's called Maria Counting Change. And I think a lot of the time people really get overwhelmed by the figure in the foreground, the classic New York guy carrying his hot dog drink and smoking a cigarette. But really that time was so reflected by Maria, and
who did collect change every day at the ferry when you were waiting. And then she'd go lean up against the wall and throw all the pennies away.
That's a great metaphor for that period. And there's also some wonderful chromatic work in the show, with some of the dynamism of things that were occurring, and yet capturing the intensity of that moment, particularly the one insider trade. So that was a wonderful piece. But it was an interesting time to live through.
It was a very interesting time in New York.
And then Prozac came.
Everything changed.
And a lot of people got happier even though nothing had really changed.
It's just easy to take.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. New York before Prozac.